What up, y'all? I'm Rajay.
And I'm Shy, and welcome to the RXS Podcast.
The podcast where we provide inspiration, motivation, and information to the music community. Gang.
Yes. So what are we talking about today, babe?
I have no clue, but I have a special guest who's going to help us figure that out. Hey, so y'all tune in. Let's go. So I got my brother here.
Yeah.
What's goody? The first guest of the podcast.
Wow.
That's what's crazy. Y'all, this has been my brother forever.
For a long time.
Some of y'all may know. I know him as Thomas. Y'all know him as Samoht.
Please don't call me Thomas. If I ain't stayed over your mama's house, I ate her food. Sharon, we love you. What's up?
So I got another fun fact. The name Rajay Lou.
Oh my God.
We were at my mom's house and I was sitting on the couch. Samoht was at the computer and he was like, "Bro, you need a name." Bro, man, if you're gonna be a producer, man, you need a name. I'm like, I don't got none. So he just start. I got it. I remember you were going through. No, you said, what's your whole name?
Yep.
I said, my name is Rodrell Jamal Lewis. And then some kind of way your brain was like, Rajay Lou.
That's a good name. But you know what? That picture Aaron sent me, that notepad, I think I wrote out your name and I was coming up with different names. I don't know where that notepad is at now,
but we're gonna show the picture too, because that picture is.
If we can pop it up like right now, hopefully that she can do it. You know how they do online.
Yeah, get in the mic, man.
Oh, I ain't in the mic. Okay, you know how they do online.
So yeah, I want to start with the origin story, bro.
Okay.
Let the people know where you from, how everything started.
Bet. I am from Wilson, North Carolina, 252.
Oh,
if you're from 252, you know what that's about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Also, I want to shout out Elm City, Scottsboro, Goldsboro, Rocky Mount,
Gang,
Pineville, Kinston, you know, Lucama. I can't believe I'm about to forget about Lucama. Wait.
That's it.
Scottsboro.
You said them all.
No, it's
Stantonburg.
Stantonburg. That's where Reverend Bowser used to live at. First Lady Bowser used to go out there eat chicken, run around with Grandma Ruby. Grandma Ruby, you didn't get to meet Grandma Ruby.
No, I didn't.
The best collard greens.
I believe it.
The best collard greens in the whole 252.
Oh,
Aunt Edna, her son Brandon. I can name some folk now. Anyway, yeah, the Wilson.
Yeah.
Born and raised.
Yeah.
My mama's son with everybody.
Beast.
Growing up. No, people just now stop calling me Little Tony Gray.
Y'all, his mama is like a legend in the city. And she's a beast.
She don't even know.
It's ridiculous. Like preaching, singing, like motivational speaking, comedy.
Yeah.
She all of it.
She all of it.
Bro, so when did you so of course you grew up in the city with like music and quartet and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But when did you start singing?
I started singing around about 5.
Okay.
3 at the house.
Okay.
But they put me in all the choirs at 5 at one time. Yeah, I remember.
Did you like singing or not really?
I did like singing.
Okay.
But my mom was like, sing it right. Open your mouth. You know, even right now, I kind of talk like this because it's just where I'm from. You know, we country and we live in the project, so I'm like country hood. So sometimes I be talking like this, you know. But, you know, she would get on me and say, pronounce your words, son.
That's her.
She was very Claire Huxtable. As a single mother. So it was like, you know, I think she ended up being bipolar a bit because she had to be, you know, the father as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Mom, for being all.
We love her.
But she was very like, we lived in El Remy Circle.
Okay.
And
what, For the people who don't know, what's that?
Oh, the ghetto. You ever seen Nene Lee? She's like, woo, child, the ghetto. Yeah, woo, child, the ghetto. Like, we were one of the uppity families in the ghetto. There was this other family. We called them the light skins. They had some class with them. We knew they weren't gonna be in the hood long.
So hold on. So you're saying y'all were upper class in the ghetto?
Upper class ghetto people. Yeah. Absolutely. Wherever I'm at, I'm gonna be the upper class. Okay? I might be at the bottom, but I'm gonna be at the top of the bottom. All right? We drink that, that. Yeah.
The top of the bottom. Oh,
Yeah, we were the family that you was like, okay, we need to get to their level.
Yeah.
Even though it was me, my mom,
Yeah.
my sister, my sister Sweet Pea, my cousin Thomasina,
good God,
Aunt Tammy, her son Telvin, Aunt Frankie.
Are y'all counting?
And at the time, my newborn baby cousin Alex. So that's.
Are we saying we all live together?
Mm-hmm. And a 3-bedroom project at El Remy Circle.
Wow.
And there was no carpet.
Well, at least y'all didn't, all them people, you didn't get the carpet dirty.
It was all towel. From the same towel that was in the kitchen was in the bathroom.
And the living room.
And the living room.
And the bedrooms.
And the bedrooms, yeah. But, my mom ran the roaches out.
How did she do that?
Oh, you got to bomb it. So we had to go back and stay at my grandma's house for a little while just so the bomb can finish bombing.
Yo, Shy and Jess is in the back.
Yeah.
Bugging.
Shout out. Can we shout out? Can we clap for your wife really quick?
Let's go.
Like, love her.
Yeah.
We done sung together. Like, we've been knowing each other a long time. We're not old, but this makes me feel like we're like 40, like 50. Like, what's going on? Why are we grown?
Yeah, we grown, bro.
Why?
We grown.
We're supposed to be children outside still.
Yeah.
I'm done.
We've been rocking for a long time, man. So you 5, you 6. So you're singing this whole time? Like off and on, or is it constant with your mom?
Constant with my mom.
Okay.
She would she's a gospel comedian. She forces me to say gospel. I'll be saying comedian. She's like, gospel comedian. Okay.
And she's a musician too. That's what's crazy.
She's a musician.
Yeah.
She never had the patience to teach me how to play.
Okay.
And I got to I'm gonna learn the keys.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something psychologically in my brain that stops me from believing that I can actually do it.
Oh wow!
Because she didn't have the patience to.
So she scarred you a little bit.
You scarred me,
Mama. You did them wrong.
I'm gonna call you young.
But you want to know. But you want to know what's crazy.
Mm.
And I'm sure you know. I don't know if it's conscious or unconscious for you. You're one of the few singers that I have a relationship with that I personally know. Mm. Who sounds like they know how to play. Let me tell you, I'm going to explain to y'all what I mean. There's one thing for a singer to hear chords and sing basic melody. That's one thing. It's another thing for a singer to hear chords and know routes to take within that chord. Like you're familiar with every note as soon as it's played. So it sounds like you know how to play like when you sing.
Okay.
And so not knowing how to play, where did the ear come from to say, well, I know all the notes in that chord though?
My mama playing organ at Brown Chapel.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Because, again, she played for all the choirs, the spiritual singers, the young adult choir, the mass choir, the women's choir, the men's choir. The everybody choir.
They call that combined.
The combined choir, yes! They don't got combined choirs like they... Things have changed. Luckily, we, as young people, caught the end of that era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hearing her play for all the choirs and those different types of styles of songs, because they sung everything from Mahalia Jackson to Hezekiah Walker, Lord, I'm running, trying to make 100.
So we're quartet, we're traditional,
Yep.
we're contemporary, and you're hearing all this because your mama played for all these choirs.
Exactly.
Is she practicing at the house?
I never remember my mom practicing at the house, actually. We had a piano. My grandmother used to sit me down. Excuse me. My grandmother used to sit me down and make me sing hymns with her and harmonize with her. So she kind of taught me how to harmonize. That was like frequent.
Yeah.
I almost feel like she was imparting an anchor in me.
Yes, sir.
So that I could always have something to go to.
Yes, sir. So tell me about, because we were talking about it earlier. When did you start to really like sharpen the craft? When were you like, okay, I want to like take my singing like serious?
My cousin Quintina, love you, girl.
Hey, shout out.
She was getting married, and I was probably 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm gonna write my own song for the wedding.
Yeah.
And my cousin Quinn believed in me so much. She was like, my cousin gonna sing at my wedding. Wow. That she let me sing a song that I wrote.
So you wrote your first song at 10 and performed it at your cousin's wedding?
Yeah, the first song I performed was at her wedding.
So the first song you wrote was the first song you performed?
I can't say that's the first song I wrote, actually.
Okay.
That's the first song that I
performed that you wrote.
Yes.
Got you. I got you. How was that feeling?
Honestly, I was 10. I don't remember.
Okay.
But
okay.
I do know that she said when she gets redoes her vow, she wants me to
sing the same song?
No, a different one because that one wasn't that good. Yeah.
And then sips.
So that's the part of growth. You know what I'm saying? I had to grow.
Everybody first songs ain't good.
Mine was.
Everybody first song probably whack. I know mine was.
The first song that I wrote, though, that was good was the song I wrote for Yolanda Adams. And I say that confidently. Yeah. Even though I just met Yolanda Adams like 4 years ago.
Does she know you wrote a song for her?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
Because I was 11 when I wrote it. But I was like, Yolanda Adams gonna sing this song. Yo. This is Yolanda Adams. So already in my head, I had like a songwriter, producer, like this sound goes with this person.
Yeah,
like, wow.
yeah. So at 11, do you already know like you want singing to be a career?
At 11, yeah. I knew at 5, actually.
Oh. So at 5, you know, and then you going, you do your cousin's wedding. At 11, you write the song for Yolanda Adams, right? Okay. So tell me about your chorus days.
Oh, Kathy Sherrod. I love Miss Sherrod. Those were good times. Yeah. I don't want to name drop and leave nobody out, but I learned a lot from those students. Mm-hmm. I also learned a lot about myself that I could actually do this on a bigger scale. Because in chorus, it's not just about you singing a gospel song. It's about you executing Broadway musicals with the choreography. So they really put me on to putting on a show and not just standing there, flat-footed.
So it's your introduction to performance, being a part of singing.
Absolutely. Kathy Sherrod put the boy on.
What was the biggest lesson that you learned, or what's a lesson that you learned from chorus that you still use today?
Always audition. Even if you're nervous, even if you feel like, well, this person's better than me. There was a solo that I was supposed to have. I think the song is called "Trying to Make Heaven My Home" or something like that. And it still makes me emotional to this day because I did not audition, but that solo was mine. Wow. And she told me that. Everybody was cheering me on too, and that's why my heart goes out to people that have it all and are not aware, even with people cheering them on, but they're holding themselves back.
Why do you think people hold themselves back?
Different reasons, but for me, I know I just didn't want the pressure of having to be good. I didn't want the pressure of maybe I'll make a mistake and let everybody down.
So you would rather not audition at all than to let people down?
Back then, yeah.
What was her response to you not auditioning?
She made me, when everybody left the classroom, she was like, come here. And she started playing the song. She said, sing the song. And I started to sing the song. And I closed my eyes. When I opened my eyes, the song was over. And she was like just on the piano looking at me. She was like, I was giving this solo to you. Your voice, this is your song. But because you didn't audition, during the audition, I cannot give it to you. It would not be fair. And I knew that song was for me, but I just couldn't get past myself over my whatever was blocking me subconsciously.
Yeah.
You know? And she told me that day, she said, whatever you do, always sing. And I've taken that with me every day.
Yeah.
Since that day in that classroom.
Yeah. So do you know, like, when did you know, like, my voice is special? Or did you ever discover that at all?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not for real. I think I sung Now Behold the Lamb at church.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember people were like standing up and like waving their hands. I was so confused. I was like, what are people standing up for?
Mm-hmm.
But I do remember feeling something. And I was like, I think this is what my grandmother feels when she's singing those songs and she's shaking her head. And
woo.
But I was a child, so I was confused.
I'm not sure if that's it, but I think this is.
I feel like this is what she be feeling. So I just sat down.
Yeah.
But I don't think I knew that my voice was special until maybe like, I don't think I ever really thought about it. Honestly.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I don't think I ever
Because
said that.
of course, hearing you sing, I think you have one of the dopest voices I ever heard, right?
Thank you, brother.
But sometimes we can be in a position where we don't even know we dope.
Yeah.
So I was just curious to ask, like, I wonder if he ever realized, like, I have a special voice.
I probably can't think of the moment right now. I mean, I know my voice is unique now.
Okay.
I think around the time when T-Pain came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to record with Greg.
Shout out to Greg.
Shout out to Greg.
Yeah.
And he would be like, you sound like you got auto-tune on your
already
voice
without
And
me
then
putting it
that's
on
when
there.
I was like, well, maybe my voice special.
Yeah.
Did
you see my bracelet?
We family. Not you making noise.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
I felt their spirit, and I was like, they gonna get you.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna
stop. Y'all, we family.
We really are family.
Legit.
We really are. Oh yeah, I'm gonna chill out. I'll continue.
But
so
you
T-Pain,
always being like that. You're like, okay, I gotta be doing something with my hands.
Right. So I'm sitting, but all right. I'm gonna stop though, because I need y'all to hear what the man is saying. So I'm gonna be quiet. Sorry, bae. Sorry, bae. I'm gonna get right.
As soon as I did this, just said.
Oh, my fault, y'all. My fault. So he telling you. You sound like you sound like you got auto tune on your voice without him putting it on there.
Yeah.
So then you're like, maybe I got something.
So
like, how old are you at this point when you do the thing with G? When you recording with G?
It was like 15, 14.
Okay, so
maybe 16. 15.
So I'm about to drop a bomb on you.
Okay.
How old were you when you started RDP? Ooh, let's go.
That was like maybe 10th grade.
Okay.
Because I remember asking Ashley Ward.
Shout out to Ashley Ward.
Oh wait, no, she's Ashley
McNair now.
Yes, Ashley McNair now.
Yes. Shout out to Aaron.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah.
I asked Ashley Ward. She was one of the first people I asked to be in RDP because there was a group before RDP.
Mm-hmm.
Called PBG.
The acronyms.
I'm hiding.
Who was it?
I'm hiding.
This was your group?
Yes.
Okay, so before, this is new. I never knew this.
Yeah,
Before RDP, there was a group called what?
PBG.
What does that
And
stand
it
for?
don't mean peanut butter and jelly.
What does it mean?
Sick of people talking about it was peanut butter and jelly.
What did PBG mean?
Proclaimed by God. I need some water.
So how long is proclaimed by God in action? How long is this a group?
That was like a year.
Okay.
It was if some of the people from RDP were in Proclaimed by God.
Okay.
So Proclaimed by God was about the same number of people. And we sung around at churches and stuff. We sung at Red Bud.
Yeah, shout out Red Bud.
Shout out to Red Bud. The classics. What up?
Come on, fall gospel classic all day.
Yeah, Luther them, Debbie them, Wanda them, Lisa them, Aunt Leora them. I know everybody. What's up? I know the Barnes family.
Yeah.
They might not remember me because I got a beard now.
Yeah.
You know the Barnes family. You know Aunt Leora.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's the one that can cook.
Yeah.
All of them can cook, but Aunt Leora. You remember Debbie's song? Aunt Leora.
You sound just like
Yeah.
her.
I
What up,
love
my brother?
I love Debbie.
So look, PBG.
Mm-hmm.
PBG is in order for a year. What makes you transition and start another whole group? No, back.
Mm-hmm.
What inspires you to start PBG?
I think it was just a bunch of dope individuals around, and I was like, yo, we can start a
group.
Yeah, we can start a group. I wasn't really the leader of PBG. I was, but it was more of a collective thing. We used to rehearse in the country club.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to drop too many names. I ain't talked to these people in so long.
Don't drop no names, then.
Shout
out to y'all though.
Yeah, shout out to y'all.
If y'all know who y'all are.
Yeah, you know who you is. But yeah, it was a good time, and we did some stuff at the school too. Okay. I want to say Alicia Ward was in PBG too.
Blandon now.
Blandon, but you know they know.
Okay. They know.
We respect y'all husbands.
Y'all was wards.
Sorry.
Y'all was wards
y'all.
then.
I know. God took out the glory. First ladies, pastors. I know the protocol. Took out the glory. They probably gonna be crying laughing.
They gonna be hollering when they see this.
Man, have you seen JoJo?
No, I have not seen JoJo.
Man.
I know he tall.
They play football and stuff now.
Shout out to JoJo. Shout out to Howard
JoJo.
too.
This showing how we too much family. We doing too much. We giving the people too much. We giving the people too much. They don't need to know about that. But yeah, it was a good time. And then I don't know why PBG ended. Mm-hmm. But I do know it ended, and then I had a meeting at my Aunt Frankie's house. Mm-hmm. And I remember it was all of us sitting in the living room, and we were trying to come up with a name for
the new group.
And we was like, this something praise, and there's something praise. And I was like, I got it. Radical Dynamic Praise. Because... I don't know. First off, I had not too long ago watched Good Times.
Okay.
And JJ kept saying dynamite.
Okay.
So I was like, dynamic. That's new for this time, you know, because I love the 70s era.
Yeah.
And so I was like, radical. We radical like Ty Tribbett and the GA and Sound Check. You know what I'm saying? I don't got the locks, but, you know, so I got the heart. What's up? Ty was good. I'm about to come take over. At least get a little piece. You know, so I had that energy. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then I was like dynamic because we pow pow. You know what I'm saying? we on the stage. It's electrifying. We had electric something one time. I'm so glad we didn't go with that. And then praise because it was gospel. So I'm ashamed.
Praise because it was gospel.
Because we didn't want to do worship because we was like, we're not going to do a lot of slow songs.
Yeah,
like,
so it's either praise or worship.
It's either praise or worship, so we went with praise. Thank God for growth.
Yeah.
Thank God for growth.
But
man.
yo, RDP was number one. Everybody in RDP was dope.
For sure.
That's the crazy thing. I remember like just thinking about it, like that kept a lot of kids out of trouble, bro.
It kept a lot of us out of trouble. Nobody got pregnant in RDP.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Well, some people met though.
A lot of people met in RDP.
Yeah. Relationships were formed, like personally and professionally, like outside of it. Like, did you know then that you created something that was kind of like a safe haven for young people?
I didn't. And when I hear people say like, I didn't know that this was going to turn into this, I'm like, you know.
Yeah.
But now I'm in that position now to where I'm like, yo, you really, when you start something, you have an idea, you don't understand how much it is covered, how much it is going to help. You know, RDP didn't hinder anybody.
No, it only helped. Like, for me personally, RDP was the introduction to my musicianship outside of like the traditional music. Like, of course, I was doing quartet, and then when I started playing with Tank's dad, that was a little bit more than traditional.
Yeah.
But like RDP was like not traditional.
Yeah.
So like certain sounds introduced. Oh, you making noise too? Yeah. Certain sounds.
I'm trying to do it on the low. He gonna call me.
Sir, because you called me out.
I did.
You can hear me with the usher hand.
I did. You know, I used to be an usher. But
For real?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You used to be. Did you wear like black and white, or y'all had like pastel colors and black pants?
Pastel? What church was that?
You know how people be doing like everybody wear a different color and then wear black pants. Oh, that's the youth choir.
That's the youth choir.
Yeah.
Now I was an usher up until like 2015.
Oh, that's like kind of recent, a little bit.
Yeah, I was at Timothy Wright Church.
Oh, dope.
Mm-hmm.
How was that
Sister
serving?
Brown, what up?
How was that serving there?
Don't forget what you was gonna say though. But
About RDP, yeah. Okay.
That was good, man.
Yeah.
It was very like down home. It felt like the South, and I needed that being in New York. You know, they were very good to me.
So how old were you when you moved to New York?
I was 19.
Okay, so let's do this. RDP, how old are you? When RDP ends, how old are you?
I was into 17, maybe 18.
So
18 maybe.
So we go from RDP to New York, kinda.
Yeah, we do. Well, we go from RDP to solo gospel.
Okay, so tell me about what was your name as a solo artist?
Do you remember?
I remember. You need to tell them. Of course I remember.
I don't want to tell them no more names. My solo gospel act name was
The Max.
The Max.
And what inspired that name? I'm taking you back, bro.
Okay. Wow.
The Max. So you were the Max.
Yeah, I was the Max.
And what did that?
I ain't Shane. What up? I was the Max.
Uh-huh.
Angel Chisholm still calls me the Max to this day.
Wow.
She
Shout
says,
out
Max.
Angel.
Shout out to Angel. I was like, to live a life fully, you have to have God at the maximum.
Max. Yeah, but that's kind of hard though.
It is kind of hard. I was giving youth pastor vibes back then.
Yeah, like in our city, it's a country town sorta.
Yeah.
The music is very traditional. Like we live in a predominantly quartet region.
Yeah.
And then you come along, you start RDP, like, but it's not just music. It's like fashion.
Yeah.
So you're like, and you're influencing all of us to kind of like move different.
Yeah, and come up.
Yeah, it's like we dressing different, we talking different. We still loving God. We still doing gospel music, but it's different. And like you are a pioneer of the shift of how we were moving as kids. Like, you know that, right?
I know that now.
Yes, sir.
I know it humbly though.
Yeah.
Because I only can bring out of people what's already in them.
Yes, sir.
Same thing when people brought out stuff in me.
Yeah.
So
the Max. How long are we the Max?
we're the Max for like a good year.
Okay. You doing concerts? Because I remember me and Milton packing up with you a couple times.
Yeah.
Bro, you was killing though. We did a song. Me, you, and G did a song. He introduced you as TP the Max. I don't think that was a gospel song though. Remember when we did Kinda Girl? Was that when he said TP the Max?
TP the Max. What's the other song Kinda Girl go?
That's the kind of girl I need.
That's the song. That's one of my songs?
No. That's the song we did together. But TP the Max, when he said TP the Max, it was TP the Max. I remember that.
You talking about?
It was a slow song. You know it? Tell me. My wife remember it, but he introduced you with like reverb on his voice.
Wow.
Shout out to Ray Braswell Jr.
Ray
because we cutting all these records in his studio for the free 99.
Didn't know what we was doing. Remember that night Ray came in there and fussed us out? I ain't gonna say he cussed us out.
But he did.
He was like, y'all in here, man, with all this equipment. Do y'all know what's in front of y'all? Y'all know how talented y'all are?
Y'all need to be making real records.
Thomas. He said my name 3. I said, I don't need to play.
Yeah.
I roll with them. Thomas. You ain't making no records.
Yeah,
you know how many people want to be in my studio?
All week. But yo, he looked out for us.
I ain't know what he was talking about that night. Now I know.
Yeah. Like maximizing that time.
Yeah. Like
maximizing the opportunity because it's like a professional recording studio and we in there for free with no time limit and we don't have to pay. So you discovered the Max and that's kind of your transition.
Yeah.
It's definitely the introduction to you being a solo artist.
Yeah.
So when did you decide to become Samoht?
I think I had already been doing like I had came home one afternoon and I told my mom, I was like, yeah, I'm going to this I'm going to this show tonight. I said I'm going to this open mic and she said, where the open mic at? And I was like, it's in Raleigh at this place called
what was it Zydeco?
Zydeco.
Let's go. Shout out Zydeco.
Let me tell you something about Zydeco. Birthed a lot of careers. Definitely birthed mine.
Yeah. Shout out to Lamont Brasher.
Yeah.
He the one that used to be hosting all that stuff all the time.
And then Montreal took it over, right?
I don't know.
I think Montreal Parker took it over.
He probably did. Shout out to Montreal, too.
Montreal Parker. Man, who used to play outside.
Yeah.
And he would be beating on the trash cans.
Yeah.
And I would be singing, making up songs.
That's crazy. We've been rocking for a long time.
Mom.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So so what your mom say when you going to Zydeco?
She was like, what church is that?
What church is
Knowing
Zydeco?
that it's not a church, just want me to say it. I was like, oh no, it's like a building.
A building? You ain't finna say no bar or club. It's a building. Like it's an auditorium or something.
It's a building. And she was like, what kind of building? I said, no, it's just like a place they have an open mic. And she was like,
knowing good and well it was
she
a
said,
bar.
What you singing? I was like, Love by Music Soul Child. You know that song? He was really
talking about God. He really was though. But he really was talking about God.
I had to hurry up and say that. She was like, ain't no child of mine getting ready to get on drugs. Don't you get out here and get. She
went straight to drugs. You're going to an open mic.
Bro, I hadn't even smoked weed before.
Tony Gray went.
I hadn't even had alcohol before.
And she went straight to drugs.
She gave it to me that night.
She thinking Bobby Brown.
Somebody.
She got to be. It's like, she like, my son going to Zydeco, Bobby Brown.
Drugs. Coke and cane. I didn't even know what cocaine looked like at that. Yes, I did. But I was like, why did you go straight to drugs? But her fear was me getting away from the anchor.
Yeah. Which is rightfully so for a mom.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I went anyway.
Yeah. Did you? And you sung the song?
Definitely did.
When you sung it, how did you feel?
I felt amazing.
Did you feel like, okay, this is the beginning of Samoht?
No.
Okay.
No. Samoht didn't come about until New York.
Okay. So after Zydeco, as an artist, where are we mentally? Like, where are we as we're navigating this whole thing?
I just woke up every day and was figuring it out.
Okay.
I would just, anytime I could make a song, when I say make a song, I mean like not in the studio, just like make a song. I'll be at your house.
Yeah.
You didn't know what you were doing. I damn sure didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
But we were doing something.
Yes, and we were doing it together.
Until you went to sleep.
Facts. At 8:30.
This boy go to sleep at 8:30. He's been doing that since we were little. Do he still go to bed at 8:30 now? Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little. Sometimes 10, sometimes 11.
Whoa!
If I'm really working, I can go. I could go. I can't go past 11, but I could go to at least 11.
Wow, he'll try though.
Yeah.
He'll fall asleep. That's the thing, but he'll try. Mom, go to bed, man. And I didn't know how to work the equipment, so I had to wait on you back then. But yeah, I was just excited to create. It wasn't about being popular or famous. It was just like, I just want to make stuff.
That's how we were, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So when you decide, so how long after the period when you hanging at the crib do you decide to go to New York? And what made you want to go to New York?
My mom and Roosevelt.
Shout out
you know
to
my
Roosevelt.
mama, you know Roosevelt.
Yep.
We love Roosevelt.
They two peas in a pod, boy.
Roosevelt and my mom sat me down, was like, hey, you can't keep making T-shirts in this back room and selling them for $10. I had a clothing line. Remember my clothing line?
Yes.
Pluto.
Yes.
When I had the cassette tapes.
The cassette tapes, Ray 1 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
It inspired. Do you know the Raymarkable logo today
No way.
is a tape? Today.
I mean, I know it's a tape, but that's wild.
Yes. You inspired him. Remember, he kept telling you to make him
one. And I kept saying no. Because I was like, oh, it's over.
Yeah, but he was dead serious, like, make me one.
I ought to make him one still.
That would be fire. He would wear it because his logo is a tape. He would definitely wear it.
I ought to make him one.
You should, man.
I'm home for a little while.
You should. That would be crazy.
Yeah. And it's been years since I've done anything like that.
So you making shirts?
Yeah, I was selling T-shirts, and I was like, you know what? Instead of 10, I'm gonna go up $5. I'm gonna sell it for 15 now. $15 a T-shirt.
Were people buying them?
Absolutely, like hotcakes.
Yeah.
But they was like, you got to do more. So it was 3 ways out they gave me. They said either you're gonna go to the military, you're gonna get a job, or you're gonna go to school. So I tried to join the military. You probably don't know this, but I went 3 different times, and something happened each time to where I couldn't take the test. The last 2 times, the systems were down. I don't understand how a system is down with the military. But we got in the car, and Roosevelt looked at me and said, you ain't supposed to go to the military. And so I definitely won't get ready to work at Merck, Firestone, or on the other place, Kitty Airspace. Definitely won't get ready to go out there. I was not going to be good at it.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm going to go to school. So I went to go do an audition for Lady Gaga, but my homeboy told me the wrong day to go. He told me the day to go for the musicians. The singers, they auditioned the day before that.
Whoa.
And so I walked out the audition. Ain't nothing like showing up and you can't audition. It's like, I have something to offer.
Especially after you said always audition.
Yes.
So now you have shifted into the mind frame where I'm going to go audition and you a day late.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes God will be like, let me see how bad you want it.
Yeah.
Let me see if you're going to give up just because something went wrong.
Yeah.
So I walk outside and I'm like, yo, I'm so hungry. Not physically hungry, like I'm just so hungry. Like, is there another audition going on?
Yeah.
And so my phone rings and it's the Art Institute of New York City. And they was like, hey, we saw that you applied. We would love to meet with you. And it was the next day that I met with them, and they let me in.
Whoa.
I should have known something was up. But I went anyway. Nobody let you in school. I had to whisper that. But that school experience was amazing. I'm so glad I went.
Yeah. What's the biggest thing you learned? What's the biggest lesson you learned?
Going to school, how to take different things
Mm-hmm.
and make it one thing. How to mesh things together.
Mm.
They taught me how to be inspired and to take that inspiration and create a collection. I just do that now with music.
Yeah. So then it was fashion?
Yeah, I went to school for fashion.
Okay. So
I was done with music at that point.
Okay. So when you went to New York, you said, I'm done with music.
Yeah,
I'm going to pursue
the first thing you doing. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep, that. Because I was like, yo, Justin Bieber popped off when he was 2. It's over for me. I'm black. I'm dark skinned. Oh, it's a wrap. I'm done for.
So because you knew you were doing well with the t-shirts back at home, you like, I'm going to go for fashion.
This is what God telling me to do.
Especially if I didn't get this audition.
Oh, for sure.
I didn't get the audition.
Son.
That's the sign that I should quit music.
That was my
I'm going to
son.
do fashion.
Went doing good in school. This homeboy, my roommate, he had a Mac, and he for some reason he let me borrow his Mac, and I saw that like this program GarageBand was up there.
Yeah, free.
Whoever made GarageBand,
Apple, shout out to you.
you started my career.
Yeah.
And I remember I made 39 weeks on his computer. The original 39 weeks is probably still on his computer. And he would always let me borrow his computer. His name is...
That just gave me chills.
Damn, what's my boy name?
That's crazy.
Not Aaron. Andrew Fletcher.
That was
I
your
think that's
roommate?
his name. Yeah, one of my roommates.
That's the one with the Mac?
Yeah, that's the one with the Mac. Good dude, amazing designer.
Uh-huh.
He was cool with everybody, and
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I was very like, I ain't talking to nobody. I'm here to work. I don't care because I'm from North Carolina. And y'all think we stupid. I'm gonna let y'all know we ain't stupid. What's up?
Yeah.
So that's the energy I carried around the campus. So I wasn't the most easygoing. Like the person you knew, that wasn't me in New York.
Yeah.
But from there, I ended up making like some more songs with Sam Harmonics, who told me I need to put out music.
Shout out to Sam, our brother.
So I put out this EP called Nature.
And what's your name when you put out Nature?
Thomas.
Okay.
And I had a listening party, and I don't understand why so many people came to the listening party, because I was in school for fashion, but I think people just wanted to party. But they came and they listened to the whole joint. It was so many people in there that one of my good friends tapped me and was like, oh my God, whose party is this? Just vibing. I'm like, it's mine. And she's like, you're hilarious. Whose party is this? I said, no, it's really mine. My name is on the cake. She was like, what are you having a party for? I was like, I make music. And everybody's like, when did you start making music?
Wow.
I was like, actually, I was doing it before I was doing fashion.
Yeah.
But the music just, it bled into everything.
Yeah.
It would not leave me alone.
Yeah. So then you said, so once Nature comes out, then you're like, okay, I'm going to get back into the music?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. But you were still like in school?
I was still in school.
Okay.
Until they found out my mom had something on her credit and they kicked me out. Yeah.
You got kicked out because of your mama credit. You got kicked out because of your mama credit. So did you do a whole semester?
No, I had like a semester left. But
Oh,
I
you
was
were
still
almost finished.
I was almost finished.
They should have let you finish.
They don't work like that.
They let you go that far.
Yeah.
It happened while the credit thing happened while you were in school, or they didn't find it until then.
No, no, I think they ain't find it till then. That's why you gotta hurry up and finish school, kids. The parents might have some on their credit.
So after getting kicked out, are you devastated?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That day, sometimes God isn't a nice person. Yeah, I said it. Yeah. What's up? Sometimes you be playing games. God has such a sense of humor because I got kicked out of school. The day I got kicked out of school, all of a sudden, this is graduation day in New York. Everybody had on their cap and gown.
Wow.
And I was like, why you doing this? Why you playing in my face? Like,
why you playing my face?
God, you mean? I ain't even do nothing. I be doing right. Like, why you bothering me? Like, what I need to learn?
Yeah.
So I had to learn how to accept someone else winning. That was the lesson in that day. And actually be happy for people. So how I tested, like, my growth in that way, anybody I saw with a cap and gown on, I said, congratulations, even though I felt like shit.
So let's talk. That's heavy. That is heavy.
Yeah.
To be able to congratulate someone who has accomplished a thing that you have been X'd out of, having the will and discipline and humility to say congratulations, even though that I can't even do that because it was stripped from me.
It was stripped from me.
But congratulations.
But congratulations.
That is heavy, bro.
Yeah.
So how does the rest of that day play out?
Very sad. Very sad. But the more I congratulated people, the better I felt.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
So why do you think that is?
Because at my core, I love, and I was just so happy. It was like, if I didn't do it, at least you did. And you go forth.
Yeah.
And be great.
Yeah.
I'm going to get mine another way.
Yeah. So you get kicked out. You have a bad day. So at what point do we say, okay, I put out Nature, I get kicked out of school, I'm gonna just go all in with music and see what happens? Is it that sort of thing?
Kind of, sort of. That's all I had left, actually. Didn't have anything else. Didn't have any other ideas. It's like, oh, God. My fear was, am I going to be able to do what I feel to do, or am I going to be stuck working these jobs that are not my purpose? But what I realized is when you work in a job that you feel like isn't your purpose, that's probably something character-wise that God needs to weave out of you. So
working that job. So sometimes having a job is not because you're supposed to work there forever, but it is a preparation place for what He really has for you.
Yes, because had I got blessed with what I have now, I probably will have a nasty attitude, or I wouldn't appreciate certain things. Now when I wake up in the morning and I don't have to go into a job, I'm like, God, I thank you.
So where were you working?
Which job you want me to name?
You in New York?
At that time, I was working at H&M.
Okay.
Now, let me explain something to you. I was part-time because I was in school.
Uh-huh.
Once I got kicked out of school, I had just gotten approved for an apartment through the school. So that was actually a blessing.
So you still got the apartment?
Still got
Let's
the apartment.
go.
But now I got to pay for it. And I'm part-time.
At H&M.
At H&M. That ain't enough money.
Yeah.
So my roommate at the time actually had to look out a couple of the months because I would come short. You ever got paid and the money you getting paid, you already know where it's gonna go to?
It's already spent.
And it when I say gone, I mean gone.
Zero.
And you have to wait 2 weeks.
Yeah, man.
To get paid again. You praying for somebody to send you a care package.
Yeah, man.
With granola bars. And what's them bars that it got the apple in it? And they got the apple flavor.
Nutri-Grain. The Nutri-Grain bars.
If I see a Nutri-Grain bar right now, I'm swinging at it. I have eaten Nutri-Grain bars so many ways.
Explain the ways.
Cut up, split up, done up, burnt up. Yo, microwave, ovened. Not in the oven, ovened. I'm telling you, I ate so many Nutri-Grain bars in college.
He is traumatized for real.
I could almost cry. How many Nutri-Grain bars? Like,
wow.
One time, one of the only times I was a thief. Kind of grew up around scammers a little bit. Learned some things. One time when I first got to college, I had this roommate, and he had these cookies that was in the refrigerator. He never ate the cookies. So I was so hungry one day, man.
Wow.
I said, I'm going to eat one of these cookies. That was my man. And it ain't nothing like eating something because you're hungry and you know it ain't something you usually would eat.
Yeah.
But it's good because you're hungry.
Because you hungry.
It was one of them oatmeal cookies with the hard white icing on the top.
Oh.
It was an off brand too.
I know what you're talking about. They are disgusting.
Yeah, they nasty. Let me tell you something.
The hard ones that crunch.
I got 2 of them cookies from the back. I slid them bad boys to the front. I heard them put that plastic back together. Woo! I sat on that bed. I ate them cookies like this. I ate it slow because I said, I don't know when the next time I'm going to eat.
This is heavy.
I was hungry, man.
Yeah, man. So when did things start to shift?
Yeah. I must have been out of alignment because it took a while, my nigga. I mean, I was down bad for a long time. One thing, I'm a professional, do better. Doing bad was my job. I was good at doing bad. Let me talk about my struggle. I was so sick of the Chinese bus.
Wow.
And it got worse as the years went by.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Luckily I had friends and stuff that would cook sometimes, and I made family with people there.
Yeah.
But that first year,
it was rough.
Oh my gosh. It was rough, but I was so excited to be where I knew I was supposed to be.
That it was worth enduring.
Yeah. I didn't know about the sub. I knew about the subway when I first got to New York, but the first semester I walked to school from Brooklyn to the city. And if you from New York, you know what I'm talking about. I walked across the Brooklyn Bridge from Brooklyn Heights into Tribeca.
Wow, I have no clue, but they know.
Smiling like a fool.
Yeah. So where does this endurance come from?
El Ramey Circle, I believe.
Yeah.
Just being from the hood has its perks. As long as you don't get shot, you can end up winning.
Yeah.
I mean.
So you like, I know how to get it out the mud. I can make it through this.
I can make it through this.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew I was doing something, and I knew that I was covered.
Yeah.
So I just knew all right, I'm going to figure this out. Uh-oh. You about to go to bed.
Y'all hush.
Hush.
It's 5:36. I got a little more time. So you're enduring. School is over. You put out nature. You eat the cookies. Are we ever able to? When do you get the next job that's paying decent? It took a minute.
Yeah. I didn't get a decent job until 2015.
Wow.
That was at Haynes Brands and Corporate. Shout out to Miss Lily.
Shout out. And how was that?
Well, before that, I did a lot of, and I'm gonna be 100 with you.
Okay.
I got a lot of opportunities like in the city because New York is so creative. So I would do like a lot of jam sessions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of my early music friends are rappers.
Okay.
So I wasn't used to being around other singers for real.
Yeah.
Other than people like your wife and people I used to sing with.
Yeah.
Up there, all my friends were rappers because I didn't know about the singing community until like the 2014, 2015 era when I met like these group of singers. Like they was like, "Whoa, where you been at?" I'm like, "Man, I've been at work. Where y'all been at?"
Yeah.
So rappers would want me to sing on their hooks and stuff.
Yeah.
So the way I put out music, the way I talk, the way I move was very like, "All right, let's get it."
Yeah, it was very
like,
hip hop.
I'm so humble.
Yeah, it was
I'm
very
singer.
yeah.
I'm quiet. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm that boy. What's up?
Yeah.
So that's
you
how they
still
talk.
like that though. Low key.
A little bit. I try to tone it down because I'm popular now. It's like, I want people to know I'm humble. But I really be like, yeah, I'm that boy. What's up? I'm serious.
Yeah.
But so I did a lot of jam sessions. It wasn't conventional for your normal singer,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
And some people told me to do a cover bands. Nobody would hire me. I'm gonna show you this email I got from this guy. He told me that I'm not supposed to be in a cover band and I'm not supposed to be singing background.
Yeah.
And I should pursue a career as a solo act.
Is that when? So when was this? When did he send you that email?
I was still working at H&M then because at that point I was desperate for something in music. So I was like,
so you would have took anything that was
Absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely. Like I took off how I got the first auditions for that. I just pulled something off of a pole on the street. You know how they have a cutout.
And you just pulled a number.
Yeah, I just did that. That was looking for a lead singer. All of them turned me down.
Wow. But one of them said you need to have a solo career.
Yeah, I actually need to email that brother back, and I just want to send him my stuff.
Yeah.
And say you were right.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's talk about that. Let's fast forward. When do we decide, okay, the cover band ain't working.
Mm-hmm.
You got this job at Haynes Brands, but when do we decide, okay, like I'm really about to be a solo artist and I'm about to really go hard?
That happened while I was at H&M.
Okay.
I had put out music on SoundCloud.
Okay. This is after Nature?
Just after Nature.
Okay.
So after Nature, it was just like
sporadic singles?
No.
Or bodies of work?
Then I put out Black Moon.
Yeah, I remember that.
On that bad mix. We didn't know what we was doing. But what made me put that out is Tyler the Creator.
Uh-huh.
They used to put out a lot of music with terrible mixes.
Uh-huh.
People used to like ridicule them. They was like, we don't care. Listen, either you gonna help us or we don't know what we doing. We know we dope.
Yeah.
So that's the energy.
Yeah, that's what you had. I'm gonna put out music. I'm gonna use the resources I have. We're gonna do the best we can. We're gonna put it out.
And I got that feedback. That feedback came back to me like, this is dope, but the quality is horrible.
Yeah.
And what I heard was, I'm dope.
Yeah. So let's put a pin right there for 2 seconds. To all the creative people out there, to all the artists, to all the producers, the singers, the engineers, start now. Maximize what you know. Don't worry about what you don't know.
Yeah.
Black Moon was put out at a time where we didn't know what we were doing.
At all.
But that's not an excuse to not put it out. Because at the end of the day, even when you start to grow, there's going to always be somebody worse than you. And there's going to always be somebody better than you, no matter what phase you're in.
Yeah.
So when you have art, when you have music, just put it out. Wherever you are, whatever equipment you have, whatever knowledge you have, just put it out. Because you never know what it'll turn into.
Yeah. And you can redo it.
Right. And you're going to get better.
It's
like being in the gym.
You're going to get better.
Just keep shooting.
That I know for sure.
We definitely better now.
Yeah. Exit sounds nothing like Black Moon
Yeah.
or Nature.
Yeah. So you put out Black Moon, and what happens next?
When I put out Black Moon, Nature got 1,600 downloads from whatever system I was using at the time. So I'm like, yo, when I put out Black Moon, I'm gonna put it out on Apple, and 1,600 people gonna buy my album. Only 9 people bought it. Wow. I was devastated. I was like, oh, I'm not meant to do this. And there wasn't no streaming at that time.
So you just had to buy it from iTunes.
And instead of appreciating the 9,
that's a sermon.
I went into depression.
Wow. Because you were expecting
1,600 people. It's funny now, but I was really depressed. Yeah, I was.
How long did you stay in that state?
Maybe like a year or 2.
What were you telling yourself?
I wasted time. Or maybe I was still operating in my gift, but I wasn't doing it confidently.
So you're still singing, but you're not confident.
I'm unconfident. Because I think about it, I didn't know anybody in the industry.
Yeah.
Nobody in the industry knew me.
Yeah.
I knew I was dope.
Yeah.
But I also knew nobody knew I was dope.
Yeah.
That's depressing.
Yeah.
If you look at it that way.
Yeah.
So instead of just, working and getting better, I just worked on jobs, washing dishes. Like, I would go into a job and people were looking at me like, what are you doing here? They immediately knew, like,
you don't supposed to be here.
You ain't going to be here long. They knew.
So they knew when they would say that.
I knew too.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just knew you were in a little low place though. That thing kind of like messed you up a little bit.
No, it wasn't a little low place. It was a high low place. Have you ever been in a high low place?
Yeah.
No, up here, it's a lot. Like, when I go low, I go low.
Yeah.
And most people won't admit that, but it's the truth.
Yeah. How did you get out of that place?
My surroundings. New York is a very vibrant place. I have a homeboy named Anthony Prince Leslie.
Shout out to Anthony.
Who I went to college with.
Okay.
He was in video and film. And when I would hang around him and his brother, their energy was so like, what's up? We about to go do it. That that electricity would hit my body. And I'd be like, let me stop moping around.
Yeah.
So they'd be like, bro, when you putting out your music, bro? Like, what's up? Like,
what
you need? You want to shoot a video? And I wouldn't be ready because I'm like, why y'all so loud? Like, let me think about what I need to do. And I learned from them, don't think so much.
Don't think so much.
Just do.
Do. Just execute, yeah.
If you mess up, it's okay.
Yes, it is.
You can do it again.
That's right.
So being around people like that really inspired me to get out of my rut. And so that's when I started working on... That was like 2015. I got hired at Hanes Brands in corporate. Changed my account. I couldn't believe I was getting paid that much. And I left that job at 2018 because I got an opportunity to go on tour. And I left my job. I moved out my apartment. Went on this tour. The tour lasted a day. It was supposed to last, it was supposed to be 52 days.
You quit a good paying job to go on a tour that lasted a day.
Devastated. You hear me? Devastated. Yeah, bro. And that was like, I didn't take it as a slap in the face, but I took it as like, I'm okay. You got something else for me.
Got to. You ain't finna do me like this, Lord. You ain't no way you gonna do me like this.
Ain't no way in the world. Show me. I'm gonna close my eyes. Just take me into a dream right now. I remember I got paid $750 for the show. It was supposed to be $750 each show.
For 52 shows, which would have been sweet.
Which would have been great.
Yeah.
So I came back to New York. Me and my manager at the time was looking at each other like, I don't know what we about to do. We split that $750. I went back to Brooklyn to my friend Ramaya's house.
Shout out Ramaya.
Shout out to Ramaya who let me sleep on her couch.
Yeah.
And I just slept on that couch, and I went into another depression. Whoa, dude. It was like to the point where I would sleep all day and stay up all night. I wanted to avoid the day.
Why?
It would shine light on what I'm going through for real. I ain't want the sun to see me.
Bro, that's heavy.
Yeah.
So you like, at this point, I live in darkness.
Yeah. So I would stay up all night just on my phone.
Are you like trying to talk yourself back into doing it again?
I ain't know how. It was like a month or two that I was like that. And Ramaya came to me and she was like, yo, the energy in here is dark. You gotta go. You gotta do something. She wasn't telling me to get out. She was telling me to get out.
Yeah.
Get out of and get up from where I was.
Yeah.
At the time I heard get out, which she needed her space back. You know, somebody laying in your couch. You waking up, going to work in the morning. Somebody told me, I'm trying to figure it out. This is a message to people who have stayed on folks' couches and somebody has asked you to leave at a certain point. Please appreciate the time they let you stay. Stop calling these people the enemy, talking about they ain't for you. They let you stay, especially if it was rent-free. Shut your mouth. Me and Ramaya are literally best friends.
Yeah.
I'm glad she told me to get my black ass up. Right. That's what I needed.
Yeah.
That's what a friend does.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go do what you got to do.
Yeah. So where did you go from there?
From there, I went to Charlotte.
Okay. So we back in Carolina.
Yeah. I went to Charlotte and stayed for a little while, but then I would always go back and forth to New York. I didn't officially move to Charlotte until so I had dropped music. I think I had dropped the Moonwave album while in New York, going back and forth. And then I started like living in Charlotte.
So let's talk about Moonwave.
Mm-hmm.
Because Moonwave is the first official album at Samoht, right?
Yep.
And we sat in that room and mixed. Listen, this man brought me all kinds of stuff.
The soprano vocals was on the same line as the tenor vocals. The lead was at the bottom one time. Reverb on this. Ma was like this. Okay, so what's this? You sit here and organize. You got to bring stuff to Ma organized. It was I ain't know what I was doing.
Yeah, yeah. So Moonwave, which was dope, by the way, was the first album as Samoht.
Yep.
Moonwave comes out. First of all, let's talk about this. The day that Moonwave comes out, how many followers do you have on Instagram? Because we got to talk about this. Let's go.
Before I even talk about that, I had already started going viral.
Okay.
So
you started going viral before Moonwave come out. Because I got to talk about Instagram. So when and how did you go viral?
Daryl Walls posted me on his Instagram because I did some challenge he was doing. Mm-hmm. And then it was Yeba, and then it was... They
all posted you?
Yeah. It was some other people like that from the singing community that just kept posting me. And I noticed I ain't know none of them. Yeah. Of course I knew who Daryl was.
Yeah. But
I didn't know who Yeba was until she posted me.
Wow. And she a beast.
She is. Love her. And I think I probably had like 5,000 followers.
Before that?
Yeah. Well, when Daryl first posted me, I had 2,000 and some change.
And then you start going viral when you had 5,000.
Yeah, I think when Daryl posted me, I went to 3.
Yeah.
Shout out to them 1,000 people.
Yes.
And then when Yeba posted me, it went up to like 5.
Mm-hmm.
But then other people just kept following me, and I would post videos. So I probably was at like between 5 to 10K
Before Moonwave.
before Moonwave.
Okay. So then we put out Moonwave. People love Moon. And it was crazy because at the end of the day, the situation was weird. You brought all the producer stuff, all the files. We mixed it to the best of our ability over. We were about to fall out. But it comes out, and the thing about it is, regardless of the quality, the feeling was there.
Yeah.
Like the emotion, like emotions don't got no right EQ. There ain't no EQ. There ain't no compressor. There ain't no reverb that can give a vocalist emotion.
Yeah.
Like what comes out of your mouth, people gonna feel. If you sing it through through the daggone paper towel tube.
Or the mic from the Dollar Tree.
With the thing, with the reverb on, with the block on it. So that starts to do well. Is there an immediate like upward thing, or is it slow? Like what happens?
No, it was immediate. Like my followers shot up like.
And what shot it up? Because I remember we talking about it at the house.
India Ari.
That is. I remember.
India Ari somehow found me online, and she was like, I love her because she was like, I'm good at finding good talent.
Let's go, because that's something you would do.
I love her.
You
I
be
love
like,
how confident she is in herself, man. And
so she was the first like person outside of what you were used to as far as following different genre. She's one of the first celebrities to repost you, right?
Well, I count Daryl and Yubba as celebrities too, even though they were early on.
Yeah, but from the standpoint of
legendary.
Yeah,
yes.
that has the influence in the following to change.
Yes.
That to cause that influx.
She can blink and people are gonna buy her blanket. Yes,
right.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. So did you like wake up one day and your phone just like vibrating over and over?
No, she sent me a message and was like, I see that you have an album coming out. I do this thing where I post people new music on every Friday, and I want to do yours. Let me know when your album's coming out, and I'll post you on my page. So first off, I'm nervous, and I'm like, how do I talk to India Ari?
Yeah.
I'm from Wilson. We don't. Huh?
Ain't no India Aries
Ain't no
around
India
here.
Aries around here. We got a first lady. But and we be nervous to talk to first lady and pastor. Talking about ended. And of course, who India Ari is to us, in like in the culture.
Yes.
You're talking to me
Yes.
about me singing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can talk about it all for the rest of the podcast. So I let her know, like, the due date of the album, and she's like, okay, do you know this lady? This girl hit me up again about my album, said, hey, is it this Friday or the next Friday? I want to make sure, because I want to post it when you drop the album, so the numbers.
So shout out to India. Shout out to India. And we talking Moonwave.
Early on, before I dropped an album.
Yes. This is the first Samoht album.
Yes.
She like, make sure I know the day, because the release day is the day that I want to
post it.
And she posted it.
She posted it. Haywire.
Whoa.
Haywire. Like, you would have thought I had like a PR team, like a marketing team.
Yeah. It was just India.
It was just India and the followers that I have acquired over time.
They were loving it too.
They were not playing about this album. Wow. It kind of reminded me of like when I first heard about King. Everybody was talking about King. Before I even heard any music from them,
they were talking about
I knew who they were and what they looked like.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, is this my King moment?
Yeah.
Is this my King? Then a month later, I linked up with Greg.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to do an EP. I want to do an EP for my birthday. And he was like, all right, we got 2 days. We did 4 songs wrote, produced, and recorded 4 songs in a day.
Yes.
He mixed everything. You know, he mixed as he goes.
Yes.
And we put it up on DistroKid, and it came out on my birthday. We did it in 2 days.
That's what I'm talking about.
Went crazy because I had just dropped a fire album.
Yes.
So to drop an EP right after that, people were like, I'm confused. Like, I don't know how to feel.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Like, why is every song good? And in my head, I'm like, oh no, I've been working at this shit so long.
Right.
Oh no.
Right. So that's a lesson for everybody. Like, it may take a long time.
Yeah.
But when it hit, it hit.
I can't say it loud because my little niece in the room.
So it hit, bro. So out of all that you've gone through, when you get to this place where after you drop this EP with G, where are we mentally?
Depressed.
Still?
Yeah.
Explain, bro.
He's like, tell the people.
Yes. Please explain.
I was in like a That was the first time I realized, like, oh, this is how people wanna take their life even though stuff is going good. Or, oh, this is what these celebrities be going through. When you hear about them cutting all their hair off and, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm not happy. I'm successful, but I'm not happy. Oh, okay. But I realized that I was going through that to feel that, so that when I hug another artist, I hug them with the compassion of, I see you, I feel you, and I got you.
So if you had to speak to an artist who may be in that low place that you were in, what would you tell them?
Relax. Just take a moment and relax, and don't stay in the dark. Force yourself into sunlight. Go walk in nature. I know that sounds like all herbal, and it is. We're herbal people.
Yeah.
Like, just relax.
Yeah.
And whatever's going on, you'll be able to laugh about it soon.
Yeah.
Not today.
Yeah.
Relax today. But now I can look back and laugh.
Yeah.
Because I was literally depressed at this concert. And what's my other EP name?
The one with G?
Yeah.
What is it called? Y'all look it up.
Omen.
Okay.
They're connected in a way because both of them have nature in the background.
Yeah.
In the album artwork. I was outside in Charlotte at this concert, and it's this guy, he's a rapper. And I just saw how his fans connected with him, and I was like, God, I want this. Because I hadn't done a show yet with like all this momentum. And months later, I was singing on stage, and I was like, wow, I just asked God for this, and he gave it to me.
Yeah.
Like, wow. So
based on that story, to me, it's a story of perseverance.
Oh, for sure. I didn't know I was persevering.
Yeah.
To me,
You
I
just
was
trying to
going
get to
through.
the next day.
Me, I was going through.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a situation where it's kind of like when you know at your core that you've been called to do a certain thing, like even when the days get cloudy or things are tough or there's rejection or you feel defeated, like, bro, you did not stop.
Mm-mm.
Like low, sleeping all day, being up all night, you didn't give up. Walking to school, stealing cookies.
Who stole the cookies from the cookie jar? Samoht stole the cookies from the cookie jar. Y'all remember that from Gullah Gullah Island?
Yes. Yes. It's a story of perseverance, bro.
Yeah.
And now look, I'm proud of you, dog.
Thank you, man.
Like, we've been rocking for a long time, and his story is inspiration to me to persevere because life be lifing, bro.
Don't it? don't it?
Life be lifing, bro. And when you know that you are destined for greatness, and when you know that you've been called to do a certain thing, life ain't gonna stop lifing.
Mm-mm.
So you just got to keep moving.
Yeah. I also want to say to all of us, even us in this room and everybody watching, you ain't gonna know what you're doing. So let that go. Like you just gotta do stuff.
Yeah.
Like creation is childlike. Like you're supposed to, how we went outside in the backyard and made them mud pies.
Yeah.
We were proud of them mud pies.
Yeah.
We put them on the end of that slide, let it get hot, and act like we're making a cheeseburger. And that's how I'm choosing to create from now on.
Yeah.
Like having fun with simple things
Yeah.
and making sure fun is in the work.
Yeah.
Because so many people are like trying to be artists and it ain't fun for them.
Yeah.
And they're trying to figure out why they depressed and why they want to just give up because you're not having fun. You're too stressed out. Like something gotta be fun.
Yeah, man. Especially when you're gifted enough to sing or play or produce without a lot of effort. Just do it.
Yeah. But I gotta say,
What's up?
it's easy to be lazy when you're talented.
Let's talk about that. Cause like there's a certain level of entitlement
Yes.
that comes with a high level of gifting.
I know of singers, and I'm gonna say singers. Everybody, loves singers. A lot of singers are mad at where the industry is right now because it's rap dominated. But you gotta look at it. Rappers, even the ones that can't rap, they're posting their 16 every day.
Yeah.
They are just performing anywhere. Singers are this. I need honey. I need my steam. Like, yo, sing.
Yeah.
They think, hi, I'm a singer. Stop smiling so damn much.
Yeah. 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 So they ain't getting it out the mud.
Cause I got ridiculed for this. Like, you don't smile. I was like, ain't nothing funny right now. Like, what you talking about?
Yeah.
Now maybe there's a little New York aggression going on. But like, let's get the work done.
Let's get the work
done.
done.
Come on, man. Y'all.
So we have to.
Stop asking for steamers.
So talent is not an excuse. Like you can't be entitled because you're talented.
Mm-mm.
You cannot be entitled because you're talented. Because what's going to happen is you going to think you're owed something because of how talented you are, while the person who is not as talented as you is working way harder than you.
It's the work.
It's the work.
You can be talented, but without the catalog, without the work, you can't ask for certain things. Yeah. And I'm in this business knowing that.
Yeah. It's the work.
Yeah.
It's really not the talent.
It's the work.
It's the work.
So we got to stop being mad at what we call whisper singers. They're working. Leave them and they whisper vocals alone. Stop talking about, it ain't real singing, it ain't real singing. Well, the real singers got to come up.
Yeah.
With their work ethic and stop thinking somebody's going to hand them a record deal.
Yeah.
Me. Yeah, I'm talking to me too. Me. Yeah. I'm one of the most talented singers in the world right now. Ain't nobody coming after me. Maybe I ain't working hard enough.
Yeah.
Maybe if it's handed to me, I won't appreciate it.
Bro.
Because I feel like that's what I deserve. That's what I'm owed.
I'm so good that I deserve it.
I'm so good I deserve. And guess what? I do deserve it. But am I ready for that?
And clearly, if you're not working for it, you're not. Because if you got it.
First off, do I really believe that I can have that? So it's not the industry, it's me. Do I really believe this?
Yeah.
Because there's been stuff that I didn't believe that I was worthy of or that I deserved, and I got it, and I didn't appreciate it. I didn't treat it right.
Right.
I sabotaged it.
Yeah. So you're telling me that a true sign of belief is work.
Absolutely.
So you don't really believe that you can have a thing or that you deserve a thing if you ain't working.
Mm-mm.
It's just like this.
Ain't no way.
You don't deserve a check from Hanes Brands unless you clocking in every day.
Let me tell you who ain't gonna pay you. Hanes Brands Incorporated. Use up all those sick days you want to.
And that's what we doing. We using sick days.
You ain't got no more sick days. You need to get in the studio.
Ain't no more sick days. Bro, there ain't no more sick days.
But people don't want to. It's not fair. But I've been putting in the work. Why is this happening for me? How are they going on tour? Look at this person and that.
Yeah.
Wasting time looking at somebody else.
Yeah. And they putting in the work.
Oh, I did that too, though.
Yeah.
I was
Talk
on
about
tour,
it.
on my own tour.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen a photo of these other two R&B cats. And I was like, man, dang, I know that tour fun, bro. Like, they on tour together. Like, they doing all these cities. Whoops tapped me and said, you on your own tour. Yeah. And you independent. And every show sold out. Stop. He good for saying that. Stop.
Shout out Wilkes.
Stop.
That go right, Wilkes. Everybody need a Wilkes in their life.
You're doing the most right now. Like, just say you like the flyer and you hope to work with these people one day and leave it at that. Yeah. Because that energy you investing, them seeds you planting of regret, what you regretting? You on tour.
Yeah. Despise not small beginnings.
Bro. And I wasn't even in a small beginning at that point.
Wow.
I was on an actual tour of my own.
And you still like looking at them.
Enough.
So what do you say to people who are living in their purpose, doing what they've been called to do, making strides, and still don't feel like it's enough?
Shut up. That's good. Now, I would say, chill. Like, you're going to get everything that you want, but you got to switch up your energy about it. Yeah. You just got to know it and leave it at, I know this is going to happen. Now, I know this is going to happen, but how? Or I know this is going to happen, but I got what it takes. A win. That win will mess you up. That win will whoop you.
You know
I done
what?
got jumped by some wins.
Win. Because what happens is win robs you of daily execution.
Absolutely.
Because you start to obsess over win. Here's the thing about it. Listen to how crazy this sounds. Being obsessed with when something is going to happen keeps you in a cycle where it is guaranteed to take longer.
Yeah.
Because if I obsess over when for the next 6 months,
you playing around with a timeline.
And ain't putting in the work because your energy is spent on wondering when. How about let's leave when to God and let's work today and tomorrow and the day after and the day after. Go ahead.
Bro, we're in a time where God is like, I ain't telling you a lot because when I tell you stuff, you prepare at the last minute. Go ahead and be also ready. Just go ahead and get ready.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of you being late to everything.
Yeah.
We always prepare at the last minute.
Yeah, man.
And like, it's time out for that, bro.
So we need to treat our careers like we don't know when it's going to happen, but it may happen any day. So let me work now.
Absolutely. I can't say a lot, but there's I'm getting into acting.
Okay.
And there's a role that I want. I ain't heard nothing about the role. I ain't heard nothing about nobody preparing for it. I ain't got no script or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm already in the gym.
Yes, sir.
Working for this particular role.
It's one thing to believe for it, but it's another thing to prepare for it.
To act on that belief. You have to have the action with the belief.
Yes. You can believe a thing, but if you don't prepare for the thing, if you were to get it, you couldn't do nothing with it.
Nope.
let's say for instance, you obsess over having the role to the point where you don't go to the gym, and then they say, you have this role, but you need to lose this amount of, you would have to be in this type of shape, and you have to lose this amount of weight, and then you end up not having time. So they have to pick somebody who is already built for it, who's already prepared. It would have been yours, but you didn't do the work. You didn't prepare. So now we got to give it to somebody who did what you wouldn't do.
What's that saying? You got to, don't get ready, stay ready?
Yes.
How it go?
I think that's it.
Oh, I think it's like more spicier than what I said.
It is. You don't have to get ready if you stay ready or something like that.
Something like
it's
that.
something like that. But that's true.
That's very true.
If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. If an opportunity comes that you've been working for the last 6, 12, 18, 24 months, when it comes, here's the thing about it. When a huge opportunity comes to a person that's been working every day, it's just another day at work. When a huge opportunity comes to a person that hasn't been working every day, it's overwhelming.
It's stressful. Trust me, I know. I've been presented stuff. You know, everybody know me on the that's from the Terrell Show.
Yes.
As the guy that don't know no songs. He can sing, but he don't know no lyrics. That's just not my strong suit, right?
Yeah.
Recently, I stopped saying that because I was like, did I get into it? The reason I didn't know no lyrics for real is because if you put me on the spot, I am not good on the spot.
That's my wife. That's
At
shot
all.
all day.
So, and I didn't know about the Terrell Show until I was on the show. And he didn't know about me until I was on the show.
Whoa.
So, I had, after that show, without me knowing it subconsciously, I took in that I can't learn songs. I'm not good at learning lyrics. And so I went to the Brandy tribute and I forgot the lyrics. I knew those lyrics. But I got nervous that I would forget the lyrics and I forgot the lyrics. Also, I looked at her. I should have never looked at Brandy. I should have just stayed looking at her mom and I looked at her and I was like, oh my God, Moesha.
Yeah.
Full Moon. We love that Full Moon album, boy. And plus, I'm thinking like, well, I'm a late Brandy fan. Like, I got on to her at Full Moon, but they got me singing a song on the other album. Like, I should be singing something on Full Moon or Aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Brandy album, Aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
But when I messed up that night, I remember everybody was like, oh my God, it was amazing. I was in the back, literally banging my head on the desk.
Literally.
I don't want to admit that, but I did. I ain't do it too hard because I ain't gonna get no damn headache now. But I felt like I let her down. And it was somebody I admire so much that I was like, yo, I messed up your song. Even though I made up for it. But
you sung the fool out of not knowing them lyrics.
I ain't no choice after I messed up.
You sung your way right out of it. And Ray J was looking at Brandy like, this dude is cold.
You know what she said to me, bro?
What'd she say?
Am I going to be one of them artists that be telling people what they said to me? Yeah. She was like, you good? You okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. And she was like, it's a lot, ain't it? I was like, yeah, it's a lot. She said, you did good. She said, and she grabbed the mic and started talking to the crowd. And she said, and she didn't remember my name because it's Samoht. She was like, can you teach me your runs? Like, your voice is amazing. That's all I needed to hear.
Yeah.
Brandy asked me to teach her some of my runs. I think she was being nice because she's Brandy.
Yeah.
But I beat myself up for that for a long time. And it wasn't until recently when I was working with Donna Lawrence.
Shout out
to Donna Lawrence. One of the flyest.
Let me tell you something. When I saw them do okay.
Be okay.
When I saw them do Be Okay, bro. I was like, we made it.
We made it.
We made it.
Listen,
we made it.
When one of us do something, We feel like the other one made it too. Cause we did.
Yes, when I saw Be Okay, I said, we made it.
Bro, that's Donald Lawrence.
That's Donald Lawrence. We have rode from Rocky Mountain to Wilson and back listening to Donald Lawrence.
Donald Lawrence only.
It's ridiculous.
Bro.
So continue. You got on the tour.
And they gave me this song, The Question Is by...
You sung The Question Is?
Mm-hmm.
That's a classic.
It's a classic, right?
Yeah.
Guess what? Knew the melody, did not know the lyrics. So immediately I'm like, I'm going to bomb this. Then I was like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bomb it. I just got to learn it.
That's
Once
right.
I learn it, I know it.
That's right.
So I messed up the lyrics in the first sound check.
Mm-hmm.
And I turned to him. I was like, I'm going to learn it. I know it. I just got nervous because you standing here. He was like, you good. You got it. Man, that first night I sung that song.
Mm.
And I got off that stage.
Yes, sir.
I ran to Donald Lawrence like he was my uncle. I said, I did it.
I did it.
Grown rusty tail man running up to another grown man. Ain't gonna call him rusty. Talking about, I did it. And I know he probably was like, oh all right.
But
all
he
right.
don't know. He don't
I
know.
don't think he don't know. I try to tell him, but you can only tell somebody so much how inspiring they are to you at a sound check.
Yeah.
So I was so proud of myself.
So you overcame that I don't know how to learn lyrics. I can't
Mm-hmm.
remember songs.
But this is what got me like thinking like, oh, I think I should be an actor. Like I think I can act. Because I had to kind of embody being a Winans. Like I had to look up interviews. They had on like I think cream or white turtlenecks.
You got on one right now?
I got on one right now, but I wore white and practiced the song around my crib. Like I did.
You really embodied the
Yes.
Winans as if it was a role.
Yes.
I know you had the
How
tone and
chill it
everything. I
was.
gotta hear it. Do you got any clips of it?
It's a clip on
I gotta
YouTube.
hear
can
it.
show it to you.
Sheesh.
And I'm even though people know me to do like, oh, I ain't do none of that. You know,
You just kept it suave like
chill,
them.
suave like them, because they ain't got to do much because they got the tone.
They
you know?
got tone. Them Winans got tone.
Plus, I respect them so much, so I ain't want to mess up their song.
Yeah.
And Donald Lawrence trusting me to do that song was like a big deal to me.
Yeah.
So I overcame that. I can learn songs now.
That's another lesson, because what you tell yourself is what will happen. You
Yeah.
decided in sound check, oh nah, I just got to learn it.
Yeah.
So you went from I can't remember, I'm the type of person that can't remember lyrics, to deciding to just learn the song.
I'm the type of person that can remember lyrics.
So all you got to do is make the decision. If you're in a place where you feel like you're incapable of something, instead of telling yourself what you're incapable of, do the work to reverse the statement.
You're going to feel like a liar at first. You're going to feel like an imposter at first, but continue to tell yourself who and what you want to be.
Yes, sir.
And you will turn into that.
Yes, sir.
Believe that, whoa.
Yes, sir.
For
Mike,
sure.
Mike, I love you, man.
I love you too.
So
man.
listen, the biggest lesson that I think we should all take away from this is don't stop.
Mm-mm.
It'll get dark, it'll get low, it'll get lonely, but don't stop.
Yeah, stopping is a waste of time. Now you can rest, but stopping is a waste of time. Because you ain't going to do nothing but get back in and try to jump back in later on.
That man just says stopping is a waste of time.
I said something deep.
Stopping. Bae, this man just says stopping is a waste of time. You can rest, but don't stop.
Don't stop. Don't stop. God wants you to rest,
Yes.
but don't stop.
Yes.
Even when you feel bad, even when you feel like it's just you. This whole year, I felt like it's just me.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't stopped.
Yeah. So when I said to you earlier, I got you, I saw you respond a certain way.
How did I respond?
It was kind of like relief when we were in the studio.
Yeah.
And I was like, you have my full support. I saw relief. And now I'm hearing you say, like, this whole time I've been feeling alone.
This whole year I felt alone.
So the point I'm making is, when you're going through what you're going through, sometimes God wants you to be alone for a certain season. You're not lonely. It's just something you need to learn, endure, and glean from by yourself. And when the time comes, the support you need for the next chapter will be right there.
You know, something that's alone in the dark and is very small is a seed.
It's one seed in the ground.
One seed in the ground.
It's dark. It's cold.
But you know what that seed ends up being? A tree.
A tree.
That feeds many, that shades many. And a lot of people kill off their seed early on because it's like it ain't. I don't want to.
They dig it up.
They dig it up because it ain't growing when it really is.
Yes.
We have to learn how to become okay in our planting season, and it's gonna be more than one planting season. Like I'm at a new level in my life. And people think new level just look like, oh, everything's grand. No, I have to learn this level. It's like a new grade.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go from the 3rd to the 4th grade. You're at the end of the 3rd grade after you pass that EOG.
Oh, boy.
The end of school test.
Whew. Whew.
Struggle. You talking about a praying something, but that's where my prayer life came from. Them damn EOGs. Ask me to pray for you. I know how to go on my EOG prayer life. But I was very confident about the 3rd grade at the end of it.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm with you.
When I'm in the 4th grade, you talk about 3rd grade, I'm like, oh yeah, I passed that test. When the test stressed me out.
Yeah.
But I passed it, so I'm like, oh, I got that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how life is. Every level we go to, we got to learn that level. We have to get another level of confidence.
Yes.
And this level that I'm at right now in my life is so high that I had to be stripped of my old confidence. So I felt like I didn't have any for a while. And I'm just gaining that confidence back. Not confidence that I can sing or make records, just confidence that I can do anything because of the level that I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I felt unsure at times. I felt like I don't know what's going on. I ain't stopping, but I don't know what's going on.
How do you feel now?
I'm getting my mojo back.
Yeah.
Like the last 2 weeks, I think me stopping and moving into my spot in LA gave me that time to like just sit, relax, just eat. You know what I'm saying? And I got my mojo back. Yeah. I started recording.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't dropped no music all year. So.
Yeah. So we got to get that. We got to change that.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we changing that tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah.
EP coming out tomorrow. No, we were joking.
All right. So, we want to thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. Where can they follow you at? How can they get your music, stream your music, all that?
You can follow me at Samoht Music on everything.
Spell Samoht for him.
Samoht.
Yeah.
Samoht Music, spelled the right way. SamohtMusic.com. Yeah. Thank you for having me on your podcast, man.
Yeah, you my brother, man.
Absolutely.
First guest.
Y'all got to put that picture up.
Yes, we gonna put it. We gonna put it up because people don't know, so we gotta tell them. Yeah. We gotta let them know. People don't be knowing. So, all right, y'all. We thank y'all for watching. Peace.
Peace.
I'm Rajay.
I'm Shy.